when you were 10 years old, you were on Star Search.
Yes.
Okay, and a few things that were interesting about that. One, you were a grand champion title in the junior singing division. And this was Star Search back when it was Arsenio Hall hosting.
Yes, that was the, so you had Star Search with Ed McMahon,
Right.
and then the renewed version with Arsenio Hall, so.
And it says that you were the first contestant in Star Search history to earn perfect 5 scores in all appearances.
Yes, which is crazy because I look back on my performances and I'm like, what the fuck? How did you get 5 stars over that, girl? Like, yeah, but it was so long ago.
That was Arsenio or Ed McMahon?
It was
that record right there?
Well, yeah, I think so. If I'm not mistaken, please don't kill me. I think so.
Okay.
And which made it even more crazier because that's Star Search history, so.
Now how do you okay, I understand you look back at your performances and you're like, what was that,
Yeah.
right? But safe to say that helped contribute to the success where you're at today, or no?
It was my start. I mean, you know, a lot of people, well, many people didn't know who Tiffany Evans was before Star Search. And it's so funny because, like, even now, I'm 26. I was 10 years old then. People walk up to me and they're like, I remember you from Star Search, or I've been following your career since Star Search, and, you know, you're everything. You know, I can't believe, you know, you've come this far, you know, so it's kind of cool. I mean, even though I would like to forget about it, you know, other people don't.
Why do you personally want to forget about it? Just curious.
I mean, I think we kind of all have that phase where we feel like we were kind of like ugly and not really as dope as we thought we were. So I'm just like, oh my God, I was an ugly duckling. Like, I've grown so much and I'm just used to this Tiffany. Like, okay, yeah, you're bossed up, you can sing. Like, now you can really sing now. And you're pretty. So I'd rather forget about it. But I guess, you know, don't forget where you come from.
I see. Now, do you think, I'm just hypothetically speaking, do you think you would have made it this far without that show?
Probably not. Well, no, you know what? I'm talented. I'm gifted. So wherever I showcase my gift, somebody's going to notice. And that's what I've always believed. But it just so happened to be Star Search. And that's just my journey, you know. For other people, it's something else. Maybe, you know, another talent show or singing out in the subway or, you know, shit like that. But for me, it was Star Search. So I can't really knock that being my start, my beginning, you know.
Maybe the cheat code there for you.
Yes.
You went through the VIP line with that.
Yeah, I kind of did. You know, it was big at the time, too. So a lot of people were watching, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of, I took off after that, really.
Now, the reason why I bring that up is because that was, I mean, it's 2018. That was back in 2003. But now you have shows today like America's Got Talent, you have American Idol, The Voice, 4.
Yeah.
How do you make of these types of talent? Do you even pay attention to these types of TV shows at this point?
I'm going to be real. I don't. Only because I've done it before, and it's like I'm past that point. Like, I used to watch is it the X Factor?
Yes.
I used to watch the X Factor a lot, like American Idol sometimes, and really, you know, I would watch them because I'm around family, you know, friends, and you know, that's a good time to, I guess, bond. You know, you watch a TV and you're like, oh, this person can sing, this person is really, really dope, and blah, blah, blah. But outside of that, no. And really, I haven't done that in years. That was years ago. So I'm just, I guess I'm past it because I know what it's like to actually be, you know, on a talent show and, you know, having to rehearse, having to prepare, to perform, all of that stuff. And it's like, okay, I know what goes behind this. So it's not really interesting.
Right.
I hope I'm not, you know, digging a grave for myself. But yeah, it's not really that interesting. So I choose not to watch him.
Well, again, I just kind of try to bring this segment up to kind of compare and contrast if you did watch and kind of see how different it might have been compared to when you did Star Search. And
a lot more advanced now. I'm going to say that. Like, and then everybody, you know, with social media being such a big part of entertainment, you know, people kind of like, you know, they know how to like get dressed for, you know, showcasing their gift or whatever. So it's like, what I mean by get dressed is like, you know, prepare for stardom, I guess, or people, I guess, watching their every move, shit like that. I mean, social media is a big help. So it's like when you're on TV now, it's like, okay, I'm going to be this star that I want people to see. Yeah.
Now, with these shows, kind of like you, some people, they get a record deal and, you know, they make something out of it. Some people, they get lost in the sauce, even if they win the competition for that season.
They do. For me, it's like, I believe that it's not for everybody. And I don't want to be the one to say, hey, you know, you should stop. You know, this isn't what you should be doing. Like, you should be doing something else. You should be a doctor. You should be an actress. Or, you know, I don't want to I'm not the one to really do that. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out because some people don't go hard. Some people don't do what they need to do. And then it's just simply isn't for a lot of people. That's how I look at it.
So who would it be for, in your opinion? Because somebody's watching this, they think they could probably do that too, and that could be their easy way out, their VIP route, their cheat code.
Yeah.
So how does one determine if it's right for them or not?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Why would you ask me that?
No, just curious.
Well, you know what? I'll say that, you know, talent is everything. So if you're a great singer and, you know, you touch a lot of people, and I'm not talking about, you know, your mom and your dad hyping you up because they're trying to live their life vicariously through you or their dreams vicariously through you, but more so like, you know, this is a constant thing where, you know, you touch people with your gift. You touch people with your voice or your rap skills, whatever it may be. And there's people that actually truly believe in you. Now, I'm not saying that everybody will believe in the beginning. You definitely have to believe in yourself. And you definitely have to push yourself because not everybody might get the picture. But if you keep going and it's just like this fire in your soul where you're like, you know, I know. And the people always tell the truth. That's what I say. People always tell the truth. Not always, but most people, they'll tell the truth. You know, if you're in front of them and you're showcasing your talent and from time and time again, you're getting, oh my God, this touched me. This uplifted my spirit. Like, you know, listen to that. Because some people will be like, okay, you're not that great.
Now, speaking of being lost in the sauce, there's some people that win and they become huge superstars. We've seen that. There's also some people that place maybe second or even maybe not even make the top 3, get a side record deal with somebody, and they blow up.
I've seen it many times.
And some people that make it just kind of hit the dirt.
Because it's not just enough. That's another thing that I wanted to say. It's not just enough to be talented. Like, work ethic goes hand in hand. Like, you have to bust your ass. And you have to hone in. Like, you got to go in and practice and study your craft. Go over it over and over and over again. And that takes time to find out who you are, not only just, as a person, but as an artist, like how you want to make your mark, in this entertainment industry, in the world, how you want to present yourself. That shit takes time. And it's definitely not easy because I've been through it, and it from 10 years old, that's when I started. I'm 26 now. I'm just now like really confident with who I am as an artist. So, yeah.
Now, somebody watching this, any advice to somebody, let's say, they make it to the show. Any advice to somebody that actually makes it on one of these shows, past, I forget what it's called, but, I forget that term. On American Idol, you made it to Hollywood, when you're in competition where it dwindles down from like thousands to like 10 or 15 or 20, whatever. Somebody at that point, any advice to somebody when they make it, I guess, that far in it?
To the finals. Just keep going. Like, just, it's everything that I said before. You got to keep going. You have to understand that there are people out there that will do what you won't do. They will put in the extra work that you won't put in. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to keep that in the back of your mind, knowing that, I don't want people to feel like, oh, it's just competition everywhere. Compete with yourself. Make yourself great. Make yourself greater every day. But just know that if you lack drive, if you lack consistency, that's where you're going to fall. Because there's other people, like you may see somebody out there who's not even that dope, but because they're consistent, because they have the drive, because they're like, yo, people about to see me. I don't care. They gonna see me. And they may not be as dope as you, but because they're consistent, it's like, okay, we have no choice but to accept this person. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you have to do the same thing. Know that you have a gift, but don't let your gift make you lazy. Don't let it get you comfortable, because there's always somebody out there, somebody better, somebody that's willing to put in the work, and somebody that's not taking no for an answer. So gotta go hard.
And just curious, just to kind of hindsight 2020 back then, how did you get chosen? What was like the statistics back then? Like, was it thousands of people you were competing before you even got on TV type of thing?
Honestly, I believe so. I was so young back then. Like, to be honest, I was just like, I'm just happy to be in Hollywood. It was the first place that I said I wanted to go. And so the fact that I'm actually here and, I'm just where all of the people that I looked up to, they've been here. They you know what I'm saying? Like, my mind wasn't like, okay, how many people did I beat out? Now, I do know that when I went to audition, there were a lot of people there. But it's just, I didn't focus on that. And maybe that was the innocent part of me, because, like, now I feel like I would be like, oh, my God, like, all these people are here, and, who's here? Like, who's better than me? You know what I'm saying? Because you're more conscious as you get older. You become more aware, But me being that young, I was just like, I'm here, and I'm just going to sing. I'm just going to sing and do what I know how to do. And somehow it just got me that far, so that shit is crazy.
Speaking of being innocent, were you nervous back then performing on that stage?
Yeah, I'll say that, but not as nervous as I get now.
Really?
Yeah, it's strange because, like I said, it kind of goes with the more that you grow, the more you become aware, and then on top of that, social media wasn't as big or as it is now, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people were still watching TV and, had flip phones, you know what I'm saying? So if you mess up, now TV is a big deal, but, if you mess up, it doesn't travel as fast around the world as it does now. So it's like, now that social media is a big part of everything, it's like, oh, shit, if I mess up, then damn, I'm really going to take an L.
You might be a meme these days.
Yes, and think about having to relive that over and over again. Even if your next performance is like thebomb.com, it's like, once you mess up, you got to relive you falling down the stairs, or you got to relive, you know, you forgetting the words, like, over and over again. And you definitely have to have, like, tough skin for that.